Trains and buses, games and songs, come join us and sing along. Transit Tots is where I'll be, the coolest place in NYC. Welcome to Transit Tots.
Hello, my name's Roberto, and I work at the New York Transit Museum in Brooklyn, New York. And this is Transit Tots, where we think about everything transportation related and how we move around our city. Before we get started with the hello song, let's settle in, make sure we're nice and comfortable, and let's take a few deep breaths of air in and out together. All right, here we go. Take a nice deep breath of air in and let it out. Take another breath of air in and let it out. And take one more breath of air in and let it out. Very good. Now we can sing the hello song. If this is your first time at Transit Tots, I'll sing the hello song first, and then you can sing the second time we sing it. Now I'm going to sing I Feel Happy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm happy, I hope that you are too. Great! Now this time when we sing, let's say I feel fine. That doesn't mean I feel incredibly great, but it doesn't mean I feel bad either. So let's sing I feel fine. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hello, 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 and how are you? I'm fine, I hope that you are too. Great, thank you so much for singing along with me. For today's Transit Tots, we're going to think about community and where we live and how we travel. We're going to do that by imagining that we're traveling by subway, and we're going to look at the ways that we can travel by subway. Also, we're going to create our own transportation board. And that is a board that you can show off all the ways you love to travel around your community. Maybe it's your neighborhood, maybe it's whole New York City, or even further out. So, let's begin together by looking at a New York City subway map. Maybe this looks familiar to you. Here we go. A map is a tool that people use to know where they are and where they're going. Most times when kids think about maps, maybe you think about a pirate map where there's buried treasure and X marks the spot where the treasure is. But for New York City, a lot of times people see the New York City subway map. And on the New York City subway, it shows our city and where we can go by subway by looking at the letters, numbers, and colors of all the trains that are there. Let's take a close look at this one and share what we see. What do you see here? I see blue, which represents the waters of New York, including ponds. We also have the rivers, like the East River and the Hudson River, the Long Island Sound, and the Atlantic Ocean as well. What more do you see? I see green that represents the parks and playgrounds. Maybe you've gone to some of these parks, like Central Park. What more do you see? There are 5 boroughs that make up New York City, and we can say them together. Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. So put your palm out and show your 5 fingers, and let's say the 5 boroughs together. Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. Now they're connected by the bridges and tunnels of New York City. So when we're going to go travel by subway, we got to know where we want to go. If we want to go from Manhattan to Queens, or Queens to Brooklyn, or from Manhattan to the Bronx. There are many ways that we can travel. And some of my favorite ways are by subway and by bus. But if we're going to go take the subway or bus, you're going to need something special, Let's imagine next that we're going on public transportation. Now let's use our imaginations and pretend we're traveling by subway around the city. I need to get something before I leave the house. Okay. Oh, I got my phone. I got my wallet in my pocket. I need my Metro card. Oh, here it is. I got my Metro card. It's actually in my pencil case, but I'm gonna pretend. Oh, if I'm a grown-up, I'm gonna need a cup of coffee. Okay. Okay. Ooh, it's a bit hot. Let's all blow our imaginary hot cup of coffee. Okay, let's drink our coffee now. Very good. Okay, we're ready to go. I have my Metro card, and now I can go on a subway or a bus. Hold your imaginary Metro cards. Metro cards are mostly yellow. There's some blue letters on them that say METROCARD. Metro card. And all the way at the very top it says MTA. That is going to be the company responsible for helping the subways and buses move. So this is our MTA Metro card. Now, if I'm going on the subway, on a turnstile, I have to swipe it like this. I'm holding the top, and I swipe this strip over here in the turnstile. Can we all do that movement together? Swipe the Metro card. Very good. Let's do it one more time. Swipe the Metro card. Great. Now, if I was going on a bus, it'd be a little different than that. I would hold the Metro card, and I would hold it like this. And it says insert this way. So I would then dip my Metro card in there. Let's do it one more time. You dip your Metro card. Great! We use our Metro cards to pay to go onto the subway or the bus. So now that I'm done, I'm going to put my Metro card in my pocket so I won't lose it. And next I have to know where I'm going. We looked at a subway map earlier, and we saw Manhattan and Queens. Let's pretend we're in Manhattan. We're going to look at a subway station in Manhattan. This says 42nd Street, Times Square. And on it, there are many trains that go there. There's the N and R, which are yellow. There's the S, which is gray. The 1, 2, 3, and 9 train, which are red. And the 7 train, which is purple. Fun fact, the 9 train used to exist, but now it doesn't anymore. So there's all of these letters, numbers, and colors that you can see to know where you're going on the subway at this particular subway station. I'm looking at the 7 here. Can we count to 7? First we'll count in English, then we'll count in Spanish. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Now say it in Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Muy bien. So we know our numbers. We're going to take the number 7 train from 42nd Street Times Square all the way to Queens. All right, we're on the train. What can I do on the train? I can hold on to a bar right above my head. Oh, I can hold on to a pole in the center of the train so I don't lose my balance. Or if I have a seat, I can sit down and be comfortable on the train too. So we're on the train. Oh, I hear the conductor announcements. And after some time, we arrived to Queens. Gee, that was really fast. And I see this sign here. This says Met's Willets Point. And look, right there's the 7 train. We made it, everyone. Every time we travel by subway, we should look for the signs that show us where we're going, what trains we can take, and then we look for our subway station or our destination too. Thank you so much for helping me. Thanks for using your imaginations, everyone, for our pretend ride on the subway. Now we can do our art activity, and we're making our own transportation boards. For this art activity, you're going to need cardboard, colored paper, markers, crayons or paint, glue, scissors with the help of a grown-up, and you're going to be able to pick any other things that you like that matches ways that you like to travel. So, I want to show you some of the cardboard that you can use as an example, and then you can see my artwork to get inspiration too. So, for cardboard transportation board, you have a rectangle like this. It has 4 sides. So I'm reusing this old piece of cardboard, and I noticed that rectangles have 4 sides. There are 2 short sides and 2 long sides that make a rectangle. So this is my example, and I put things on it that I think represent my favorite ways of traveling around my community. On the very top, I put on a Metro card because I wasn't using it anymore, and that Metro card, I just put glue on it and it stuck. On the left side, I put all of the trains that are right by my home. That's the E, the F, the M, the R, and the 7. And then over here, I put a Q33 bus timetable. It's the schedule of the Q33 bus. So with buses, I noticed there's letters and numbers on them. So the letter in front represents the borough that the bus goes through. So Q33, that means Q is for Queens. So you would see that here. M is for Manhattan. S is for Staten Island. B is for Brooklyn. BX is for the Bronx. And like I said before, Q is for Queens. So this is my transportation board. So I put some things that I wasn't using anymore. And I actually used some construction paper, colored paper, and even some markers here to make the train lines. And whenever you actually cut out shapes with scissors, always have a grown-up's help and supervision. So I hope that you like this example and get some inspiration. And I look forward to you all making your own transportation boards, especially after we pretend to travel around the city. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today at Transit Tots. I hope that you come back Tuesday, Thursday, where we're going to have more videos from my friends. So thank you so much, and we hope you have fun.
Trains and buses.